terrifying, shit, did I delete the other ones? I don't know yet. One of the most terrifying horror stories of history, Exodus, chapter 1. Jacob came with 69 descendants of Egypt. Joseph came to the end of his life, as did all his brothers. But the children of their children kept interbreeding until the land was filled with Israelites. The Pharaoh, who was a great friend and admirer of Joseph and his family of landlords, died too, and a new king took over who didn't know Joseph. Look, there are too many Israelites. Why do they have great wealth and the Egyptians not? They are the cause of our troubles. The sheep-herding Hebrews outnumber us. They are such a great number that they may decide to join our enemies to fight us. We must keep them down. Foreshadowing. A militant task force was put in place to oppress the children of Jacob with forced labor. The Israelites were declared slaves, and they were forced to build store cities for Pharaoh Pithom and Raamses. But still they increased the more. The Egyptians came to dread them. Making bricks, working in the fields, and pumping out babies like they were preparing to build a large army. The king of Egypt told the Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah, kill the newborn boys. You can let the girls live, but we must cut down the number of potential soldiers. The midwives didn't listen to Pharaoh, for they feared the God of Abraham, or maybe they didn't like killing babies. So the Pharaoh came back later and asked why they hadn't done as they were told. They said the Hebrew women were not like Egyptian women. The Hebrew women just dropped the babies out in the field. The multiplying continued out of control. The Pharaoh proclaimed, "Throw the fucking baby Hebrew boys in the fucking Nile." So, we've got a bit of a change of scenery here. In the last book, near the end of it, the Hebrews were great. They were grand. They were Joseph's family, and Joseph was loved by the Pharaoh, and now it's the other way. And we've got the beginning of the 400 years of slavery, for those who don't remember the story. And if it's a story that you haven't read more than twice, you might find some of the things shocking what I tell you, but you're going to have to figure it out anyway if you want to understand this book. If you don't want to understand this book, that's fine. Just don't say you believe it, because it's not believable. It's fucking unbelievable. It's a horror story. But we've got started here. The new enemy, of course, are the Hebrews. And this is a typical story. I think the last dictator in Germany, his name was, what was his name? Robert? Bob? Adolf. He also chose the Hebrews, or the Jews, to be the enemy. I think they're now the enemy over in the east now. I wouldn't be able to say the president's name of Iran. Ababimamad? Cool name. Not a very cool guy, but a cool name. Anyway, any little secrets in there? I don't think so. Kill the babies. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Kill the babies.